Today we're going to be doing an experiment that I've been doing with my kids since they were super little. This is called the magic milk experiment, and you only need a few ingredients to make this happen. We're starting off with a shallow bowl full of milk and adding a few drops of food coloring. And now my daughter is putting some soap on the end of a Q-tip. This is just regular old dish soap. And we're going to put it into the milk with the food coloring. And as you can see, what happens is the colors just burst throughout the milk, making this beautiful dynamic spectacle of color. And it can go on for quite a long time. You can keep dipping your Q-tip in it or adding more soap. And this is a really fun experiment to do with kids. My kids, who are 10 and 8, have been doing this since they were about 2. And they still love to do this experiment. We will do it at different holidays and different times of year using different colors. Right now it's the 4th of July, so we're using colors to represent the American flag. But there are so many variations that you can do just with the colors to make this just a really fun experiment to do any time of year for almost any age. I'm in my 40s and I still love it. But let's talk about what is actually happening here in the milk. So milk is a mixture or a colloid solution. That means that it's a water-based solution, but it has a lot of things in it. And in this case, it has a bunch of proteins and fats, and those sort of make this matrix where you add the food dye to the liquid, and the dye doesn't immediately disperse throughout the milk because it gets sort of stuck in these in between these fats and proteins. And when you add the soap, what it does is it's going to break the surface tension of the water molecules that are in the milk, and then it's also going to emulsify, that means somewhat dissolve, some of those fats that are in there. And when it does that, it makes room for the dyes to move throughout the liquids. And so when you add the soap is going to slowly diffuse through the milk, and when it does that, you can see the colors will also diffuse with it throughout the milk, and it just makes this really beautiful thing to watch. And I hope that you get to try this at home, and you can enjoy this experiment for years to come with all of your kids and even the grown-ups, because it is just such a fun experiment to do. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, keep discovering.